Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a minute since the last time we saw each other. I apologize for that. Also, I'm a little sick right now, so my voice is a little hoarser than normal. I apologize for that as well. But basically, we need to get you guys caught up on everything that you've missed in the time that I've been gone. So I guess that's the first thing I could cover is I'm now playing with a Stay True texture pack. Let me open my texture pack folder here. I've got animated bee GUI. I don't know what that means, but basically it's just a little bee that floats in your inventory here, which I think is super cute. His appearance changes per biome. Animated RGB bar, so my XP bar at the bottom flashes different colors. That was just kind of a fun little thing I wanted to add. Stay True has been hands down my favorite texture pack for Minecraft to date. You get to maintain that vanilla Minecraft look, but it just enhances the game tenfold. It's amazing. Clear glass, obviously, that's a huge one, and then dramatic sky is just wow. I'm the texture pack combo I've got going on. I'm just absolutely in love with it. I don't know if you can see the sky. Oh, Optifine, I've got that now too, which is super cool. Very new to me. You can see the stars in the sky. We'll check that out in a minute. New fish tank here in the bedroom. Experimenting with the new nether blocks, with some of the new ocean blocks. Again, this is all very new to me. I'm a very old school Minecraft player, so it's a bit of a learning curve, but I'm figuring things out. I added these little storage sections here to the bedroom. That seemed a lot more convenient than having to run to some other part of the base every time I needed common materials. So I've got all of my ores stored on this side, most valuable on the bottom, least valuable on the top. The reasoning for that is that you have to jump to reach those, but never fear, I spent multiple hours trying to make a simple redstone system work. So these top ones are redstone and coal, the things that I use the least. That way I don't have to use this step very frequently. Same thing on this side. There's not ores in these chests. Right now I just have, or they're barrels technically. Right now I just have kind of the more rare items stored over here. I'm not really sure why the flowers are in there. That wraps it up here in the bedroom. I still need to do the roof or the ceiling. There's so much to do. I'm kind of thinking instead of adding 2 more useful rooms onto my bedroom, it would make more sense to put those rooms elsewhere. Since I have all this space that I'm gonna need to use up with something, let's do that then. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. So these rings are totally empty. There's nothing taking up any of those rooms, so we have plenty of blank space to work with. I did tear down the ore reserves we had stacked here. I have decided that we're going to do something completely different with this lower level. So the plan is basically to this walkway here that sort of goes through the center of the ring. I'm actually going to dig this out and then add pillars that support the walkway, so it's more of a floating walkway instead of having individual pits on each corner. It's just going to be one big open section down there with pillars supporting the walkway. I don't know what I'm going to do for a space filler yet, but I do like the idea of a floating walkway, more of a bridge than just sitting on top of blocks. So that's pretty much it for down here. Honestly, the strip mines have not changed. They're all the same. So storage room here is totally done. I think we did that in the last episode, full of chests and everything. I have yet to tackle filling the chests or deciding what each section is going to be. That's a really daunting task, so for right now I'm just throwing random stuff in chests. I am trying to figure out other ways to connect the layers besides just the main water stream in the middle. So I added extra stairs back here that go up and then over, and then you can go up to the second layer here, like so, instead of taking the water stream in the middle. And then from here, I'm not sure about from this level to the next level up. This is kind of a test run. I'm trying to figure something out. The only thing I don't like about it is that it does meet up right here at where basically one of these side rooms would start, which isn't the end of the world. because on this level I can make a hallway that goes back a little ways and then start the new room so that it doesn't interfere with the stairwell on either side. And then to go up to the next layer from here, we can dig stairs over one and then have a hallway that goes up like that. Big project, and since there's no rooms on any of these levels, I'm not super worried about making that project a priority. Oh my gosh, okay, so there's so much to show you guys, so much I have done. We need to do a roof still, but I do want to sort of modify that plan. So each of these rings, where there's a portion of roof, I want to make the roof extend past the edge of the building so that it'll stick out on each layer. I think that'll look better than the way it is set up currently with no roof overhanging. Nothing's changed here in the flower garden. I have been working a lot over in this forest section here. We'll check that out. The idea for this forest over here is to be, well, a forest, except I want to manicure it nicely. So a very nicely manicured forest that you can sort of, let's grab our horse here and hope we don't lag too badly. Sort of, hop on a horse and go for a ride through the forest. The trail wraps around. I'm going to have it branch off multiple different directions. Basically, I want to utilize as much of this biome as possible. This is part of the Stay True pack, the pink birch leaves, but only in some biomes. In other biomes, they're orange. I don't like the orange very much. So I was using birch leaves to test where they're pink and where they're orange, so I know where I want to plant birch trees. This section down here is going to be basically just a grove of oak trees. I do want to incorporate all different types of trees. I'm just trying to figure out, what exactly, what sections are going to be which trees for it to look. Are you hostile? See, this is what happened I heard their crossbow load. I'm not sure if they're hostile. Oh my god, they're hostile. We're riding away. We are riding away. Basically, consider this entire area like a reserve, right? So a nature preserve, if you will. I guess I could have shown you more while I was down there, but the tree placement is evenly spaced. I wasn't super sure about that at first, but I do like it more than sporadic placement throughout. The trees are all at least a 2 trunk height so that you can walk under. I do plant them on blocks of dirt to make the tree that much taller, and then remove the block of dirt, place a block of glowstone, and then place trapdoors around the base of the tree to make it look like it's in a pot, I guess, or maybe has a small fence around it. But basically, the trail kind of goes up and around, and we'll have a bridge here that meets back up, and then a bridge on this side, so it'll make one big loop. I do want to do oak trees in this part. I was thinking maybe dark oak trees in this section right here, and then birch trees sort of here, and maybe off this direction where they're actually pink and not orange. Spruce trees there, I don't think I like that as much as I thought I was going to. Frankly, I don't like spruce trees at all. So maybe we'll cut down those spruce trees and relocate them elsewhere and replace them with maybe just oak trees. So basically I want this trail to kind of, merge off this direction and put a bridge down over here that crosses the river. And then in this section we'll have our farmland and our farm animals. What's next? Like I said, we're going to extend this roof out further. I need to redo this top layer. I don't like the looks of the windows. They're very big. They're very square. I'm not a fan. So we need to redo the windows and then extend our roof out. Figure out a design that doesn't look too bad. Over here, I have a hole in the wall. That is sort of a tribute to this build on Unoriginal Craft was probably 2 or 3 times the size. See that beautiful sunset with this dramatic skies texture pack? It's amazing. Oh my gosh. And then the stars that come out at night, and these clouds are silver with the moon rising. It's just amazing. This texture pack, all of the, I couldn't be happier. Now the moon's coming up. Check it out. It's round. It's very detailed. Amazing. Phenomenal. All right. Let's sleep so we don't have to deal with any bad guys. So basically I'm waiting for some inspiration to hit, so I know what to do with this area. I did put the ceiling in. I did that while I was before I had mined this all the way out. That way I didn't have to try and build back up there. Um, it's not a very deep mountain. As you can see, this is a very short area. We can actually go back there and take a look at it from the other side. This here is actually a natural cave that goes through the mountain, which is super cool. Maybe we'll try and incorporate that somehow into this section of the build. So we can cover all the openings where I broke through the other edge with smooth stone and hide it away completely. I do think it would be neat to try and add some form of a little window to look out and enjoy the view on this end as well. Uh, Again, that's kind of on the back burner in terms of projects, just because I've got so much else going on, so many other projects that need to be finished. Um, and again, it's just kind of a tributary, so I'm not sure what we're going to use this space for. I might finish it and then never visit it again. It might not be an actual, useful space. So I think we are going to head over to our skeleton grinder and sort of check that location out as well. So there's a lot of updates to share here. This room is still all the same, nothing's changed here, but I did dig out and add this additional storage room here, just because there's so many item drops from the skeleton grinder, bows, armor, arrows, and bones, that the few chests that I had up here are not going to cut it in the long run. That extra storage room does wrap around this one here. That's why it is circularly shaped. One of the things that I don't like about the Stay True texture pack, I shouldn't say I don't like it, but it is a nuisance, is that if there's a dirt block or a gravel block, I believe their texture reaches onto the block next to them, which means you have to replace even the blocks you can't see with a stone block of some sort so that they don't do that. Not that big of a deal. The only places it's a nuisance is in places I built before using the texture pack, and so I've been going back through and trying to fix those so that you can't see it. I did want to use this this abandoned mine shaft that I've cleared out as maybe a second base, but the problem with that is I couldn't figure out what I'm going to put here. Because this is actually, I think, two abandoned mine shafts next to each other. Basically, my goal here was to be able to navigate this entire base without having to reference directions. That's our portal room there. If we go this direction, so from this section, if you go that way, it connects to the rest of the abandoned mine shaft. On this side, it dead ends back here, but it does connect to a ravine. So this is all, cleared out. This is all dead end. This is a dead end. Then it connects to the ravine over here. Yeah, but that's this whole section of this abandoned mine shaft. I do clear out all the wood just so I can tell what areas I've thoroughly explored and labeled. That goes to the ravine. These are all dead ends. They go to the ravine. So I would love to use this space. I don't know what to do to utilize this space effectively. What the heck's going on here? I keep pressing the wrong buttons. This is where it connects to the rest of the mine shaft and the second mine shaft. So you can go either direction to get to the second section. This loops to this. So if you go this direction, that's a dead end, or it's not a dead end. This loops to this, so they connect to each other. Looks like there's another section of the mine shaft over there. I'm not really sure how to get to that one. I put trapdoors in so you could see down below. I might change that. I'm not really sure. It's basically, if you go back up this direction, it takes you right back to the last intersection that we were just at. Right here. So we've come back to where we started. I do love that it loops together like that. I also am not sure how safe this is yet. I've spent a lot of time down here, but I don't have it completely explored and lit up. This goes to basically what I call the Bravo sector, which is entirely separate from the first space that we were in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, I don't have this fully labeled and laid out yet, sort of mapped out, I guess. I don't think that goes anywhere. loop to base, so this goes back to the base in a separate way than what we just came. That goes to a small cave. So basically I'm trying to, oh, okay. So this loops right back through this. That's what I think is so cool about this, is how interconnected everything here is. So that brings you right back up to here. And there's so much to explore and map out, and I think it would be a really cool project. But that comes back to, what am I gonna do with this space, you know? And then this way you can also get down to what I call the Bravo sector. So this goes to the Bravo sector and the ravine. Dead ends. Down to the Bravo sector. These both go to that ravine over there. Let's see, once you go down, whoops, once you go down here, ravine, loop. Oh, it loops to a totally different section. That section over there. See how crazy complex this is and how intertwined it is? That's what I love about this. And then you can go this direction and it comes around to this ladder, which is not the same ladder we just came down, by the way. It connects to, those are both dead ends. Boom, this first split to the Bravo sector, which if you recognize that is the very first intersection we started at. So basically, this place is massive. If I had cheats enabled on this world, I would spectator mode, but I can't because I don't have cheats enabled, and we could take a look at it. I will admit I did use spectator mode. I did use spectator mode when I had this file uploaded to the multiplayer server that I was playing on, and I did check out the vast size of this abandoned mineshaft from outside. It's huge. There's so much potential there. I just don't have the creativity and the inspiration to utilize all that space. And then we've got our rail shaft here that connects all the way down to the original base. I guess since we took the nether here, we can take the railway back. Maybe we'll speed through this part. Who left a minecart on this track? I suppose the odds are it was probably me. Oops. So this brings us back to the OG base for this world. Again, I think I've mentioned it in the past, but this world file actually did start as multiplayer with 2 other friends of mine. I've pretty much abandoned this. I had stuff stored here. I kind of cleared it all out and moved it over to the next one. This room used to house all my ores, which are now in my bedroom, so that I didn't have to run all the way over here every time I needed ores. The old strip mine, which doesn't get used anymore. The storage room project, which has long since been abandoned. The idea, I've mentioned this in a previous episode, was basically to have a main aisleway go both of these directions, and then just have multiple aisles that look identical to this one, each aisle being its own category of block. That would have been a super cool project. Otherwise, I think that that totally concludes our update video / world tour, I suppose. 5 episodes in and already doing a world tour, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I believe we've done 2 of them now. Yeah, that concludes the update video / world tour. I make no promises as to future videos. They're going to be very sporadic. Anyway, that's going to conclude this episode. Thanks for watching if you stuck around this long, and we will see you guys in the next one.